ASMR world. I could do with somewhere to put this really. I ain't got nowhere. Oh, we'll keep holding it, okay? Because this microphone isn't brilliant. So the further away it is, the more background noise it picks up. Whereas my expensive microphone is right there. That costs £100. But at the same time, it's hassle getting it in front of the camera. So we'll go with this one, guys. It's gonna have some chewing gum. Now this is Hubba Bubba. I used to have this as a kid. I say kid, like a teenager. They used to do a lovely, oh it was so tasty, a lovely blackcurrant flavour of this. I couldn't find it in my local shop. But they've made these a lot chunkier now. It even says there, chunky, right there. Yeah, they made them a lot thicker. The first one I had, like recently, I was like, what the hell? It's like trying to bite through a car tyre. Right then, let's unpackage the bubblegum, which I just dropped on the floor, still in its packet. Anyway, how are we all doing, guys? I hope everyone's well. I might just have half of this because it's a bugger to get through. Today, we're going to talk wrestling. As some of you know, I do wrestling videos on here every other week, at the minute anyway. So I decided a few weeks ago to do a top 10 or top 5 stars from each show. So that is WWE Raw, WWE SmackDown, WWE NXT, and AEW. Since I came up with this list, which is in this notepad here somewhere, it's in here somewhere right there. Okay, I found it. So since I came up with this list, a few things have changed. I.e., there's been a few wrestlers moving brands or even companies. So I'm going to go with my original list because one of the people in this list for NXT today isn't with NXT anymore, but because I've not seen him compete in his new company, I can't include him in their list. So we're going to keep him in my NXT list because this was wrote about 3 weeks ago. Okay, so my 5 stars in NXT, and there have been a lot of these, from Finn Balor, Bray Wyatt, Andrade when he was there, Aleister Black, Samoa Joe. The list can go on and on. Shinsuke Nakamura, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. There have been some fantastic wrestlers coming through NXT. And I'd probably say potentially that's what convinced maybe Tony Khan to do AEW, in the respect of NXT was giving these young independent wrestlers an opportunity, and they were until like big muscle heads like on the main roster to get over. Anyway, my 5 love with this man a little bit in terms of his abilities and the character. But when he first came into NXT, I was like, whoa, this is, how cool is this? And then they just went and watered him down within like 6 months. But when Dexter Loomis, I can't remember if it's Loomis or Loomis. Dexter Loomis, I think so anyway. When he first came into NXT, I was like, what the hell? He starts doing that thing crawling on the ring on his hands, on his fists like that. I was like, that's some Bray Wyatt shit that is. When he used to do the bent over backwards thing and walk on his hands. I was like, this is so cool. And I really like the Dexter character. But then slowly but surely, they just turned him from being intriguing to being stupid. Like when they were doing they had him host, I think it was NXT TakeOver. I might be wrong on that score, but I think it was. And they had him like drawing pictures. I don't think it was TakeOver, it's on one of their specials that they do every so often. They had him drawing characters on a stage. He obviously wasn't drawing them there and then, but I don't know if he can even draw, I'm not sure. And now he's in this like relationship with, what the hell's her name? I forget her name, but some woman, character-wise. And it's just really ruined the character for me, but in terms of ability, look, and potential, Dexter Loomis is my number 5. In at number 4, he's just finished his Butler angle with, what the hell was LA Knight. Cameron Grimes is my number 4. He's just finished doing that angle with LA Knight. He's got the $1 Million Man in his corner. Cameron Grimes has the $1 Million Championship. And when I first seen him about a year ago, I was like, yeah, wasn't that high on him. Then he started doing that like huge stomp where he jumps up in the air and stomps on somebody's chest when they're upright. That is so impressive. And his character has slowly grown on me. He had a good little angle with LA Knight, which has left Cameron Grimes as the baby face of the two. And yeah, he's a funny character with a lot of personality. Apologies guys, I've got neighbours next door making a fucking racket. Anyway, it's my fault for recording like mid-morning. If that carries on, I'll have to stop the video. Yeah, so Cameron Grimes has so much personality and could easily just go to the main roster right now and be an IC champion, US champion, and he would not be out of his depth. Number 3, I feel so sorry for this man. Like, I was just watching NXT from 2 weeks ago, get ready for this video, and he was about to take on some new bloke who took part in the like up and coming wrestlers competition thing like they do. It's like, you're so better than this, mate. He's just defeated Adam Cole in a best of 2 out of 3 falls on NXT. He was part of the most dominant faction NXT has had in a long time, and they've just split him up. Bobby Fischer's gone, he's just been released. Adam Cole is now with AEW, and Kyle O'Reilly's left behind to do what, I don't know. Where obviously the mainstays of Undisputed, Roderick Strong is still with NXT, he's got his own stable now, which is nowhere near as interesting as Undisputed. But O'Reilly, who I'm on about, is my number 3 pick. Kyle O'Reilly, for his wrestling ability and character when he was in Undisputed, he makes my number 3. He would be higher, but I think on his own, his character doesn't show through nearly enough. I preferred him as a heel, babyface. I don't think when he talks on the microphone he's convincing enough as a babyface. So yeah, Kyle Raleigh's number 3 for me. I'd like to put him higher, but he does not have the character of these next 2. Number 2, I've gone with. I'm thinking about swapping these 2, but no, number 2 is Johnny Gargano. Not Gargano, rather Gargano. Johnny Gargano is number 2 for me. As a babyface, when I first started watching NXT, I was like, what's all the fuss about? And they were calling him Johnny Takeover, etc., etc. But then, as a heel, when it was like, there was him and his missus, and there was the woman who's now with Dexter, and there was the bloke, I forget his name off the top of my head. Good wrestler, young lad. And Gargano was hilarious when they was trying to stop Dexter and the lads getting together and stuff like that. Really, really funny stuff from Johnny Gargano. And on top of that, he can wrestle. But his character is hilarious in NXT. So, Gargano's my number 2. I loved it when him and Tommaso Ciampa. So Ciampa turned on Gargano and then Ciampa come back. He had the title, he was calling him Queenie. And then eventually he came back as a babyface. And Gargano turned on him. I loved it when he turned on him. The second time I think it was. There was a bit where Gargano's missus was like, look, you two are best friends, stop doing this. So Ciampa reaches out after they've had this great match, picks up Johnny Gargano by the hand, and then he's got his back turned, I forget her name now, Gargano's missus low blows Ciampa. Oh, that's so good. And in at number 1, my top person in NXT over the last 2 or 3 years, who is no longer there anymore, has to be Adam Cole, baby. I love Adam Cole. I can't put him in my AEW list, although he will be in there this time next year, because as of recording this video, he's not had a match with AEW yet. But just his character, his wrestling ability, that Panama Sunrise movie does, that's my favourite wrestling move. I don't care what he say. How he and his opponent are able to pull that off with such a short space between the turnbuckle and the mat is ridiculous. I flipping love it. So yeah, Panama Sunrise, my favourite move. Adam Cole is my favourite NXT wrestler, bar none. Even if he's not with NXT any longer. I can't believe this is undisputed. We don't know what goes on behind the scenes. It could be that he told him we were going to resign. So they said, okay, then we're going to have to split you up. I don't know. I've not, maybe they split him up and then he said, oh, if you split us up, I'm going to go. I'm not sure what's happened. But some of the cage matches undisputed had with like War Machine or War Raiders as they were back then, I think. Ricochet was it on that team as well. Was so good. It's like 2 years running at NXT where they had War Games, and Undisputed was fan flipping tastic to the point where I'm tempted to buy the network just to watch their matches again, them War Games matches. They were that good. They look so painful though to be a part of, but so much fun to watch. So yeah, Adam Cole is my number 1, guys. Gargano number 2, O'Reilly 3, Cameron Grimes 4, and Dexter Loomis number 5. I'm sure there are people who have missed out who could have been in my top 5.